Hey guys, my little brother posed this question to me recently. Is America a democracy or is America a republic? So I wrote out a couple pages here. I thought I would try and shed some light on that. Is America a democracy? Well, who has the authority to create law? In a democracy, the majority creates law, so man is the authority for law. In a constitutional republic, natural law is the authority. So that means that God is the authority for law. In other words, all law is pre-existent. Do you possess inalienable rights in a democracy? Well, no. You only possess civil rights, those things that are granted to you by the government or by your peers. In a republic, yes, you do possess inalienable rights because God gave them to you. Only He can take them away. Do you own property in a democracy? Well, no, not really. Everything you own is within your neighbor's grasp. It's only yours so long as the majority thinks it should be yours. In a republic, yes, you do own property because your rights come from God, and even if 1,000 neighbors disagree with you, you still have rights. In a republic, what has more say, the rights of one man or the desires of the community? Well, the majority always wins, so in a democracy, the desires of the community are going to outweigh your rights. In a republic, your rights will always prevail. In fact, in the book of Proverbs, we're told that he who oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker. In a democracy, who enforces the law or the will of the people? Well, whoever the majority decides. In a republic, who enforces the law? Whoever the majority decides. That is the only similarity that I see between the two. Likely life cycles. For a democracy, you have a democracy which degrades into anarchy, which becomes tyranny. In a constitutional republic, you have a republic that often degrades to a democracy when men try and make themselves the authority for law. That degrades into anarchy, which becomes tyranny. So I'm just going to read this straight off the page. In a true democracy, man is the foundation for law. Man plays God and decides what is good and what is evil. Because there is no God, there are no inalienable rights, because these only come from God. Because there are no rights, there is no limit on the authority or the power of the government over your life. Your very life is at the mercy of your neighbors. The system only works if man is inherently good. And this is why our founding fathers told us that all democracies, in the end, murder themselves, because mankind is not inherently good. In a true constitutional republic, God is the foundation for law. Men merely enforce his natural law. God has given rights to all men, and because of this, there is, by nature, a limit on government's authority. If you are oppressed, you can always appeal to the higher authority, the natural law. There's a book on this. It's called Lex Rex, or Law is King. It's definitely worth checking out. Anyhow, this form of government only works for a Christian or for a self-governed people. If the people lose their virtue, an outside force will have to step in and govern them. If people lose their faith, they will try to build a democracy by making mankind the foundation for law. And we know from a minute ago where that leads. So, is America a democracy? Well, the answer is no. Although it may be confusing at times, and the godless will try to create one as they set themselves up to be the authority for law, there is a lot of pressure on our republic, and it may be faltering, but it is nevertheless a republic with many tyrants. This is why we pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic, not the democracy for which it stands. This is why Benjamin Franklin, when he was asked by an old woman what form of government the Congress had set up, he replied, "A republic, madam. if you can keep it. And this is why patriots will always have both the right and the duty to stand up against a tyrannical government. As Edmund Burke, the member of Parliament, once said, resistance to tyranny is obedience to God. All right, take care. God bless you guys.